Okay, now that that's over. Hello, everyone, and welcome back. Today, I will be telling you the story of our being God, King Shlork. This message was brought to you by me. Bum, 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 Once upon a time, there was a beautiful corn princess, but she was cursed to have a bad curse that caused bad stuff, and the bad curse could only be broken by true love's kiss. Because she had a bad curse, she got locked up in a tower guarded by a scary monster, a water-spitting minotaur. Now I know the water part might not sound that scary, but listen, it was pretty scary. Because this water was actually just spit. And if you know bowls, you know they have some sticky spit. And boy, oh boy, that stuff will stick to your head like a helmet and you will drown. Anyways, lots of dum-dum-head corn knights tried to save the corn princess. But they all ended up drowning because even corn cob people need to breathe. So, since no one was dope enough to save her, she spent all of her time chilling in the biggest tower and the highest room up, waiting for her babe, Night Boy, to come and save her. Ha ha! Laughed Shlork. That's all a bunch of doo-doo. Now this particular day was not an unusual one for Shlork, but it would go down in history as the most important day ever. Because on this day began the journey of the being King Shlork. He just didn't know it yet. Now, our hero, Shlork, lived in a marsh, like slug people do, because he was a slug person. He usually began his day by jumping in a pool of dirt and then, brushing his teeth with, dirt, and then sitting down to a nice meal, which was this. Oh, no, wait. No. When I said brushing his teeth, it didn't really make sense, because he doesn't have a mouth, because he's a slug, and slugs absorb things through their skin. They don't eat, but he does eat. Listen. He brushes his teeth that he doesn't have, and then he absorbs his meal through his flesh. This meal comes from an acid bath that he has surrounding his marsh like a moat. Things come along, like doo-doo-doo-doo-doo, I'm just a thing walking here, and then they, tumble into this acid pool and, dissolve. So then in the morning, Shlork comes out, does his deal, and then just slithers on in, opens up his skin, and sucks in all the nutrients. So, yeah, that's what he's doing. He just had breakfast. Ooh, okay, and then unbeknownst to him, to Shlork, during his morning routine, there's a group of, hoity-toity villagers, right, are planning to raid the whole time he's going about his day, and he's also listening to some pretty cool music, and it goes a little bit like this. Some heathen once gave me the knowledge that the globe would one day attempt to move my body in a circular motion. And I am embarrassed to say I believed them because, you see, I am not the most edged digging utensil in the garage. good music, I think. Anyway, the villagers were coming to kill Shlork because they were, being mind controlled by an apple that was given to them by a slithery snake serpent who we'll meet later on in this story. So now there is a door while he sat in his acid bath absorbing his meal. Knock, knock. Whomst? 'Tis us, here to kill you. But they were actually talking to themselves. They didn't realize it because they're stupid. So then, this guy's like, guys, I'm scared. Like, I heard that this slug man is, gonna, peel our flesh and make clothes. Little did they know Shlork was behind them. And he said this. Actually, that's ogres you're talking about. Slugmen are much worse. We'll literally absorb your flesh. Oh, whoops. Did I say we? Hi, it's me, your boy Shlork. And then they turned around and oh my god, it's... So he goes like, what are you doing in my bush? Oh, no. He doesn't say that yet. Hang on. He just yells at him. He says, Get, I say. And then they run. Because, that's pretty terrifying. So then, Shlork's watching them run off into the sunset, and he's just got this nice little happy smile on his face. Just another day in the marsh. Or so he thought. Well, I guess, actually, because that rest of that day was a normal day. It's the next day when stuff really starts happening, okay? This is what happens the next day, let me tell you. The villagers, the corn people villagers that were at his house, I forgot. They dropped a flyer saying, wanted, strange beings wanted. Anyway, yeah, okay. They were speciesist. Only corn people were allowed to live peacefully. So, okay, the next day. And this is where I will have to end part 1 of I'm not sure how many. This is quite a long story with quite a lot of twists and turns and all that good stuff. So, tune in for part 2 whenever it happens. Because this is the story of the bean god King Shlork. And if you don't listen to this, then you're not a good person. That's all. Have a good day. Goodbye. So the guard says, what's your name? And then this little lady comes up and she says, my name is Beatrice.